So had a very good performance on the Azir earlier in the season. We're seeing more Azir, which I'm a fan of. I think Azir is a pretty cool champion, come team fights especially. Azir versus LeBlanc. LeBlanc corrupting potion in this matchup can actually take a lot of poke, you'll remember, because you come in predictably and the soldiers do their work and scale through, but the S word was good in game number 1, not so good in game number 2 for VSG. Not as much scaling this time, but still, the mid lane is up for grabs.
Yeah, will be a bit safer, of course, than the Vladimir Intolution that just got shut down hard. We'll see what they can do as it's now time to hop into game number 3 of the losers match right now.
Hello? Summoners. The Sharks are circling because they definitely didn't spawn.
The bottom side.
He still has his flash even though he's been active. Here's a nice angle!
Oh, that is a fantastic engage into the flash knockup.
Baby.
First blood goes on to Pure with the GP. Alley-oop from the top side. A little bit of an assist there and some gold to him as first blood does go the way of the Sharks.
And that's the ES Sharks. Scaling is the obvious word, but in the laning phase, you shouldn't die with oranges and playing defensively, and you have windows with your ultimate to gank the bot lane with your ult to get more gold and to get things going. So I'm a big
wave first so they don't get wrecked. And now here comes the flash on in with the Cataclysm, and Jisoo trying to do his best. Do they have the damage? Yes, they do. Mighty Bear will be able to pick up that kill.
Takes a lot of time, and they will lose Mountain Drake for this unless they start rotating really soon. Brainless, but it's very straightforward what teams want to do. People make mistakes when they don't have to think much. It's
Mighty Bear, he doesn't have a flag. He used it on the Scuttle Crab, so they take him out. No escape for the Jarvan. Should be another Drake that goes to the side of the Sharks.
And that's the penalty of the lull state that I was building towards. It's top lane.
Uzan in a bit of trouble, but is going to try to distortion over. He's going to dodge that Proto Belt as he's really trying to play around here, but not going to be the case. Nice pick up there for
Mighty Bear, and he goes down. Watching the replay here, Soar. When he connects the first stun, the all-in is understood, and not normally would you have kill pressure on Kuzan, but chases in. Kuzan trying to role play the clone, not going to work.
So they make it happen. Next Drake is going to be the Ocean Drake as Light does a ton of damage. He's going 1v2 right now, has the Galio behind. As Veritas taking damage from the Raptors, the Popcorn Chickens got angry. As now Mighty Bear here is just going to have to disengage and get out of this one.
Still on the Baron, by the way.
He is so confident today. He's going to 1v2. He says, okay, team, now we're doing Baron. But Veritas has the red buff, so actually has a nice amount of HP regen here.
And do note, he wants to disengage.
Jisoo is going to be able to get out of this one with this flash, but Mighty Bear kind of all alone here awkwardly is going to take a huge amount, but the Slicing Maelstrom, they were baited into it. The one kill comes in, and the health bars aren't there. Zor with a really nice Zhonya's to stay alive in this one. Is even going to be able to get away, but then the flash comes in. He's not going to be there as Veritas, the only damage dealer left. Taunt comes through, and it doesn't look like the Sharks are confident to go for any more.
It just felt like ESS decided this is the time we fight Baron to start it, to actually provoke this fight. So Light apparently heard something. I guess Veritas did some ASMR whispering, and he didn't like what he heard because he went all in, even though they had no vision of the enemy jungle. That was double defensive teleports to help out Veritas. Yeah. VSG were just as surprised. And then Light says, I'm taking the Baron, by the way. We're fighting here. So Light's got somewhere to be on Friday night. Maybe a hot date coming up later. They start up the Baron, and then if you watch this, Mighty Bear is actually super disconnected from his team. There's no flash on Kennen for a couple of seconds, so it's just a dive in and a space buying time, and Soar plays this really well. He has the poker face at the start, then actually all-ins, and gets huge value on the back end. It ends up being pretty even, and ESS, they're only about Barons today, Valdez.
We're doing it again, but this time, look at Light, he's still doing it. It's like he just desperately wants to get out of this game.
6-item AP Cannon, pretty scary, Valdez, all I'm saying.
Oh boy. Well, we're using everything to try to kill Soar here, as look at the burst damage, and he might get away.
Oh,
but no! Okay. Well, he's got a barrel here. Can he get it? Yes, he will. That's just going to be LeBlanc coming in, as was pretty cute to picking up that void step.
And we might have to call the WWF and report Mighty Bear and add it to the list of endangered species. Speaking of species,
Suppose the Gargoyle is one, but Pure is going to pay his price as well as Cougar, surprisingly tanky. Nice Emperor's Divide is going to get everybody away. As it doesn't look like Pats was going that deep with his ult. Soar trying to come in, but not quite able to make it happen.
Baited by BDD's Azir. I thought maybe with the space being opened up, the nuclear damage would come in. But it's 2.5 items. The frontline one, Mighty Bear at 0 HP, so he's always going out. They walked up here, just trying to get the Demolish proc. And as the Demolish proc comes in, interruption on the Justice Sponge, and that's what prompts a pretty all-in fight. But remember, Kenneth is not going to be able to get there promptly. Only now respawns, and his Slicing Maelstrom is on cooldown. That's why VSG get a really nice ultimate, but that can't actually do anything.
Almost hitting level 18 here, but with no flash, can they get on top of him here? In a ton of trouble in the Cataclysm. Looks like this time it'll go down, but of course, once you do commit everybody down there, Kuzan can come in and do a bit.
2 years ago.
Take a look at Light just soloing this down like it's nothing, like it's a regular Drake just goes down to the 80 carry. Redemption is going to come in, but Light's going forward. Soar with the defensive Maelstrom coming in, and Cougar only going to get the support here, trying to re-engage his Mighty Bear. But it just looks like VSG don't have the firepower, as in goes the entire team of the Sharks, and the rest of VSG just being burnt down from that Elder. Trying to put some damage back and a TP back, but that's just hilarious in the face of the Sharks, as it looks like they'll take out Soar, and they should take out the game.
The chase is very fruitful for the ES Sharks as they've adjusted their drafts and played the early game. Even in games like this, where VSG try to make a small change, a couple of members come in, the amount of greedy scaling goes down. It's not enough, and the ES Sharks, welcome back to the Rift, 2-1 up, and that means only a single more game victory required to book a date against Jin-Air Green Wings on Sunday for the final spot into LCK Summer 2019.
And the Sharks starting off slow tonight with the loss, but then 2 very convincing wins in a row. I mean, this looks like they're the obvious better team coming into this one.
If you're willing to play Sona Taric, and the word is that Moo and Minute like to get frisky more than some other duos around, maybe you have to do it ASAP, Valdez. Who's to know, but there ain't any more time left over.
1 shot left over, unless you're going back down into challengers, and neither of these teams wants to be down there. They want to be in the big show. Nobody wants to play in the minor leagues. It's all about the major leagues. But they're really on the ropes here, you have to say, as it was pretty much all in favor.